Hey everyone, look who's here. It's Jess. We're doing a special, what day is today? Wednesday.
Wednesday, a Wild Wednesday edition
It's
of...
a weather for Weather Geeks.
My first time here.
Wild Wednesday Weather Geeks. We're all about the W's here.
Yes,
And
we
it's
are.
Jess's debut on Weather Geeks. We're very excited about that. It's a busy day today. We wanted to bring you up to date on what's going on. Of course, as expected, it's raining outside.
Man, you need your umbrellas to start and the winter jackets later on.
Yeah. I told my wife this morning before she left, take your winter jacket because when you get out of work, it's going to feel a lot different than this morning. So hopefully you did the same. You're ready for a return to January by the end of the day today.
Here we go.
63 yesterday. Wind chill tonight, -10. That's almost a 75-degree difference in how it'll feel tomorrow morning compared to yesterday.
And even worse to just know that that's what's going to come to be. It's scary. Quite daunting.
So we're recording this, it's, let's see, close to 10 o'clock, and this is what the radar looks like. Now, we've got some holes going on here, some drier air trying to work in, so the rain's letting up some. But then it picks up again back towards I-71, Columbus, up to Mansfield, and then it has already changed over to snow up in Cleveland. The little blue snowflakes here is where snow is being reported. So the changeover's already occurred there. Let's put the radar in motion. We'll give you a sense of how things are progressing. It'll take a minute for everything to load up here. We had
Look at that
healthy round of rain we had this morning, and some of the rain totals on the graphic we just looked at a few minutes ago. What, about a quarter of an inch or so?
Yeah, in most places. A little over in some, because we got some of the heavier pockets of rain up in Trumbull and Mercer.
Yeah, we did, and we're going to get more rain before the morning or midday is through, but then, yeah, the changeover to snow is probably going to occur. We've been talking about, the possibility of maybe a brief period of some sort of a mix, maybe some sleet, some freezing rain, and, I kind of think that that'll still happen, but we were just talking before we hit record on this, it's probably not going to last all that long.
No.
This is going to be overall a fairly fast transition from rain over to some snow.
And, in the way of how we missed yesterday's 60s, it kind of helped us out with the pavement, keeping things a little bit more kosher out there in the way of this wild weather coming through.
Yeah, we've got a couple of things going for us today that's going to cut down really on snow accumulations. It is March. It's not January anymore. And it's hard for snow to stick, especially on pavement, during the day in March. If this snow was coming at night, it'd be a different story. But it's coming during the day, and it's March, and the sun angle is higher and higher in the sky. We're not going to see the sun today, but it's still up there in the sky, and at this time of the year, it really has an influence on how warm the ground is, the pavement is, and so that's going to help us out and keep us from seeing a ton of snow here. So that's how things are going right now. Let's plot up the temperatures, because that's a big story as well.
Hey, right now, still hold on to the upper 30s.
Yeah, we're kind of even keel right now, but right out through here is where the front is, right along I-71. And yeah, they're dropping down below freezing already out towards Toledo. And you zoom out and you see what's coming. Here's the cold, and it's
all too soon.
You never want to see these colors up here, but this is a quick push of really cold air that's going to come in, and it's going to come in and out quickly. By Friday, we're talking upper 40s.
Yeah, and the sun's back out by then to make it feel all the way better. But yeah, to talk about wind chill factors going below zero yet again, it's just like it can't be so.
It's going to be an amazing couple of days. Here's a look at the current wind chills. Northern Michigan, there's a -21. It's brutal up here, and this is where our air is coming from. Now, I don't think we'll see wind chills of -21 here, but yeah, it's going to be pretty nasty to be outside. Pretty nasty before the day is through. Now, let's talk about the rest of the day here. I'm going to bring up our latest and greatest high-resolution computer model, and this is the simulated radar. I guess that's the latest version. This is for 11 o'clock, so there's that next band of rain about to push in. So that's at 11 o'clock. Here's noon. And notice what's going on here. There's not a tremendous amount of consistency in how the precipitation's going to be midday-ish today. The precipitation's probably not all that heavy for a time, and again, that's something that's going to help us out in terms of snow.
Just how much snow we get.
Yeah, not getting out of control. Now, this is at, let's see, it's noon. I'm sorry, 1 p.m. The time change this past weekend's throwing me off on my weather time. All this, of course, is rain out here. Now, this is going to be snow back here, and it's going to pivot back in. And so, sure, you're going to see snow by the end of the afternoon, certainly. Here's the future radar at 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be snowing, and some of this could be coming down at a pretty good clip. But we're going to dodge the bullet in terms of big-time snow accumulations out of this. And
in the east, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, it really will be. Here's the latest high-resolution model snowfall output for the rest of the day today. And notice the hot pinks are, they're up towards Erie, Buffalo, and we could show you a map that shows the Finger Lakes and Rochester getting probably over a foot.
Unbelievable.
But here's Youngstown right here, and notice, yeah, those grays, we like that.
Yes.
I think for southern Trumbull, southern Mercer, Lawrence, Mahoning, Columbiana, it's going to be hard to get much more than 2 inches out of this, and I think a lot of us will even be closer to a slushy inch. So snow is not the big thing we want to focus on. I think the higher impact thing is going to be the freeze up. There's a lot of water sitting on the ground out there.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Yep.
It's going to freeze.
Yep, and we're going to see those temperatures dropping like a rock this afternoon. I think it's probably in the teens by 5, 6 o'clock this evening. The wind chill is going to be a lot worse than that. So we don't want to focus too much on the snow. We want to focus on the fact that we're going to get a rapid freeze up, and you need to be prepared to step outside into some serious chill by the end of the day today and into tonight and tomorrow morning. Might be some school delays tomorrow morning because wind chill's -10.
And it's been some time since we've talked about things being so slick on your commute home from work. So it being that 5 o'clock hour, pretty much all day long, use with caution. I mean, just don't go bumper to bumper, especially on a lot of those roadways. Even if you see the snowflakes kind of dissipating, it's still going to be a main game as to what's on the roadway already.
Yeah, and this is a situation where it's hard to see where it's wet and where it's slick.
Yeah.
Especially as we head towards dark and things get a little harder to see. Something that looks wet might actually be icy.
4 degrees for low, not pretty.
No, not at all. Not at all. So that's how things are looking at this hour. Again, don't focus too much on the snow. This is not a big snow event for us. Someone up in northwestern Trumbull might get 3, 4, 5 inches. But for most of us, this is not a big snow event. It's a harsh, cold snap, though, and it's a rapid freeze up. So be careful later today. Until then, it's Jess and myself signing off. I'll have another edition of this very same video mid-afternoon. Jess is on the midday today, keeping you up to date. I'll be on tonight at 6 and 11. We'll see you then.
See you then.